last 6 games, averaging 15 points a game, 52% from the field.
And he had the 10 rebounds, first double-double of his career last week.
And he had the eight rebounds against Phoenix.
Yeah. Augmented his game, 6 assists, though. Close to a triple-double last night.
Just lucky with the spirit with which he played.
Interviewed him after the game. Yep, time to get off the shot, but will they might?
Holiday launches from half court and in the first half. The times a brutal first half for the Knicks. R.J. Barrett got it going a little bit in the second. They trailed by as many as 20. 2 quarters complete here at Sacramento. Knicks down 15.
Right easy.
What's up? What's up, guys? Knicks podcast. We are doing a halftime of Crunchtime super late. It's 11:39 on the East Coast right now. I don't know how the hell we doing this tonight, man, but we're gonna do it. Knicks are losing by a lot. We're actually losing by a lot more. We got the third quarter of death coming. The last couple of podcasts have been mentioning that, it's not really necessarily true that we always have that fourth quarter of death. But last couple of podcasts, those games we have been losing in the third quarter. So it is what it is. You gotta put it, say how it is, man. So anyway, Greenhouse is the first early girly. What's good, my man? Greenhouse, I haven't seen you in a while, man. Hope everything is good, man. I haven't seen you popped in on the podcast in a minute. You know, it was good to see you that day. That was like so random. Yo, man, what's up? What's up? It's Greenhouse. It's like, oh shit, what's good, Greenhouse? You know what I'm saying? That's Knicks Nation right there for you, man. We know each other online and stuff, but we get together for the orange and blue just to hear people talk about the Knicks, just to have any positives, or not even, it doesn't have to be positive. Just have some real Knicks content creator actually saying real Knicks stuff, man. So anyway, we got a rich boy here. Knicks, then guys selfish as fuck. Tibbs is playing the kids. Hey, man, you get what you ask for when it comes to these type of things, man. So you want the guys to play. You wanted to play the kids, and look what happens. But the same thing with Tom too. We got all these point guards, and we're playing shooting guards at point guard. There's no movement on offense. The same things are going to happen over and over and over again. We kind of shoot ourselves in the foot with all this. Shout out to everybody that tuned in earlier. I actually did a pod with State. We also had Danny B on there. We were spitting at Nick stuff. So it's good to hear a different perspective from somebody else, especially somebody like Danny B. He's very different from me, and he's very different from State. So, but at the same time, we all speak the same language. We all speak the same Nick language. Shout out to Nick's Brazil. Shout out to Knicks Brazil. I did their podcast not too long ago. It's pretty funny. If you could follow the whole Portuguese translation stuff that's going on over there, if you could follow through, it's actually a decent podcast, man. It gets to highlight, of course, the American or international guests that they have, and also shines light to just to show how great the podcast or just the Knicks fans are around the world. And Knicks fans Brazil, that those guys are like those guys are pretty good, man. When I'm talking about like speaking orange and blue, I don't know what the hell they're saying over there. With the translator is one thing, but I don't know what the hell Victor's saying. That's the main host there, but he's speaking orange and blue, and I understand that very clear. So anyway, let's just get into this whole halftime the crunch time thing. Got the big screen up here. Let me get rid of this. Get rid of the branding, just so I can see what the hell's going on here. Yeah, man. StreamYard changed the format a little bit, so it's kind of cool. A lot of things are happening. Um, but some things are making it weird on my end. So anyway, let's just get it popping here. Knicks are losing right now, 63-48. At one point we were losing worse than that. So I mean, the Knicks are less than 20. So I guess that's the best that you can ask for at this point. We kind of brought it to 10 at one point, if I'm not mistaken, close to 10. So starting this third quarter, Tom Thibodeau's got to figure out this third quarter of depth stuff, man. If he can finally get a game plan in there to kind of counteract whatever Sacramento's doing, hopefully we can chip in away at this right away. And if we can come out with a nice little run and maybe get this from six instead of 63-48, maybe get it to 54 or whatever before Sacramento starts to start playing back and forth with us, then that'll be great, man. Because then I'll make it a game, and then it won't be so hard leading into the fourth quarter and stuff. So anyway, let's get into the game summary here. I like to look at the quarters. The first quarter, it was the first quarter of depth today. So we came out flat, 17 points for us, 33 for them. The second quarter was 31 to 30, which is even, man. We just have to win these quarters. This third quarter is very important. Like I said, if we don't necessarily have to do 33-17 in that third quarter, but if we're gonna be shooting 30 points, whatever, let us have 30, let them have 25 or something like that. That'll be enough to get the Knicks back into the game. Then that fourth quarter, we could really press on and try to basically do the same thing. We're definitely gonna have to really like to get those 30, maybe 30 points for us and 25 and less for them. All right, so it's gonna be an uphill battle. So we'll have to see what's going on with that. Let's do the game charts. This is the Knicks shot chart right here. The Knicks are not really shooting a lot of shots in the paint. I see a lot of misses there. I see a lot of misses straight on with the three. So I mean, this to me shows that the Knicks are not playing their game. The Knicks usually mix this up a little bit, but there's a lot of stuff on the side here. So I guess we're missing shots, getting rebounds, and that type of thing. Top of the key 3-point shots. This is not characteristic of the Knicks. We tend to mix it around. So this is not a typical Knicks game. So that's I guess that is testament for the slow start. We had a slow start, so the Knicks just weren't playing their game. So we'll see if we can get back to playing Knicks basketball. As far as the Kings, look at this. This is disgusting, man. All the shots are all at the rim and all at the 3-point shot. So these guys are either just driving it and getting dunks or they're getting 3-point shots. So you can actually highlight it just now. I don't know if you guys saw it. Layup, layup, layup. All these different layups. A lot of it by Fox. I see Sabonis. You got Holiday. Everybody's Harrison Barnes driving layup. It seems like there's a lot of layups going to the basket by everybody. Nothing in between. I hate watching teams that play like that. But it is what it is. This goes into this goes against the Knicks game plan too, because the Knicks really want guys to shoot the three, and we'll kind of like we'll clog the paint and we'll force guys to shoot 3-point shots. But if guys are scoring at will at the rim, that means we're not doing our job tonight. So anyway, we'll see what's going on here. Let's look at the biggest lead. The Knicks have not led at all. The biggest lead for Sacramento was 20. We haven't tied the game at all. Longest run was 8. Zero lead changes. So the Sacramento Kings have been busting their ass all game from the beginning. So we just had to come out and play a whole different game in the second half. Rebounds are even. The assists are always over. Sacramento has 13 to 4. Steals are about even. Blocks are about even, 3 to 1. Turnovers about even, 4 to 5. Knicks are shooting 36% from the field. So that's just us not playing well, not being prepared for this game, which is unexcusable. I can't take it, man. 50% for Sacramento, 21% from the three for the Knicks. That's unacceptable too, man. The Knicks usually shoot the ball well from three, so we got to get the shooting percentages up. Free throw percentages are always bad for the Knicks, 66 to 81. Let's do the top three stats here. This is points in the paint, fast break points, and second chance points. Points in the paint is dead even, about 26 to 28. Second chance points, the Knicks got 4 second chance points, and fast break points, of course, the Knicks are getting their asses handed to them. Fast break points with 12 to 6. So this is no surprise here. Sacramento's going to want to get out and run. They have the personnel. They have a great point guard, not great, but they have like a crafty point guard. And Fox is going to push the ball, that type of thing. They got a lot of good fast break players there. Let's get into that. Let's look at the box score before halftime is over. I got a lot of stuff going here on my little desk here. Let's check out Sacramento's box score. So Sacramento has a lot of players that a lot of fans were talking about as far as making trades and stuff to get Randall out of here when we were trying to trade for Fox. Harrison Barnes is one of them. Harrison Barnes right now he has 3 rebounds, no other stats. 13 points. He's 6 for 7 from the free throw line, 1 for 2 for 3, and 3 for 5 from the field. So Luka Doncic just threw the ball. I just noticed he just threw the ball at somebody just now, and there was no fight. And then Goldberg throws Doncic to the floor. Bunch of kung fu fighting going on over there. Dallas actually won the game, 111 to 103. The only reason why I'm giving light to it because I think we play Dallas next. So we're gonna have a work cut out for us. We definitely need to win this game. Shout out to Trey Lyles. Trey Lyles is a player that I wanted to pick up when we were talking about making trades with Detroit. Trey Lyles was on Detroit. He ended up being on Sacramento after they made their trade. Trey Lyles is a decent player. He's not like an all world beater, but he's somebody that would be decent to have off the bench if we had the opportunity to get him. Sabonis right now is doing 13, 10, and 3. That's his best Julius Randle impersonation there. He's a very good player. 4 for 8 from the field, 0 for 2 for 3 tonight. 5 for 7 for the free throw line. Justin Holiday, he is what he is. He's a role player. Not even gonna mention him. De'Aaron Fox, he has 10, 5 and 5. He's filling up the stat sheet there. He got one steal. He has one turnover with two personal fouls. 0 for 2 from 3, 4 for 7 from the field, 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Davion Mitchell, not really doing too much there. Davion Mitchell for them is it's just like Emmanuel quickly for us. Some nights he looks fantastic, and some nights he just looks regular. So that's really what the situation is with that. They got Damon Jones over there. DiVincenzo, I forgot that he got traded from Milwaukee. He's now playing in Sacramento. So DiVincenzo, he went from being like a potential starting shooting guard on a championship team to being barely getting any minutes on like one of the worst teams in the NBA. So it's kind of sucks with DiVincenzo, man. But we'll see if he gets some minutes. Josh Jackson is another guy that was on Detroit, actually flourishing, and now he's sitting on the bench here in Sacramento again. Couple other guys too I want to mention here. You got Chesmies Mitu. Um, he actually was playing pretty good early in the season. I had him on my fantasy teams, and he was holding me down for a little while, but now he's not playing. Alex Len is another guy that I would like to take a look at as far as I'm picking him up in the off season or something like that, if it's possible. Because I feel like Alex Len has a skill set that's not being utilized properly, especially for teams like this. They want to play small ball. They got Sabonis playing center. He has the height for it, but not really defense wise. But Sacramento wants to play quote unquote modern style basketball, where all they're doing is getting layups and shooting threes. And Alex Len doesn't play into that because Alex Len is a big guy. He needs to post up. He's a pick and roll dunker kind of guy, so he's not going to get any run. Richard Holmes, he doesn't shoot the three, so it sucks for him. They signed him to all that money, but now they're not going to play him because he doesn't shoot the three. So it is what it is. These are guys that can be picked up if we want to talk about like who's going to be a starting center. Like State always says, these are certain guys that we could pick up to take a look at. Because Holmes, in the beginning of the year, he was a starting center. They signed him to be the starting center for Sacramento because they want to play small ball, but he doesn't shoot the three. Like I said, so somebody like that, Rashawn Holmes is actually a good player. We can get him to be backup power forward, or maybe if we trade Randall to get another position, we can get him to fill in that role too. So many different things that we can go to. As far as the Knicks is concerned, RJ Barrett wasn't playing well in the beginning, but good players they can have cold streaks, but then they get hot again. So now if you look at the stats, it looks as if that RJ Barrett was playing well the whole game. He really wasn't. In the beginning he was off now, and then he just came on strong, man. So this is what stars do. 15 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Yo, RJ Barrett is here. This is the RJ Barrett we've been begging for. He's here now, so there's something that we don't need to talk about anymore. We just expect it. Expect RJ Barrett. Appreciate him, whatever you want to do. But at this moment, we can lock him into whatever wing spot you want to say, shooting guard or small forward. That's our guy, Julius Randle. 13, 4, blah, blah, blah. For everything that's happening with all the negativity surrounding him, his wife had to go online today talking about that we don't care about them and all kind of stuff that whatever that she was saying. She deleted what she said, but it's a distraction. You can see that it's messing with his psyche. So if a guy is more concerned about what's happening off the court than on the court, it's a huge problem. Yeah, so there's something that we need to address. Either have a sit down with Julius Randle and talk to him about it to get himself out of there, or my barber's on TV right now. shout out to um shout out to my man. I can't think of his name. He's my barber. That's cool, man. Anyway, nothing really else to talk about here, man. The Knicks are losing. This it sucks. It sucks that you love basketball so much and there's so much orange and blue that you want to talk about, and you can't really talk good about it because of the situation and what's going on with the Knicks. Look at Mitchell Robinson. He only had 1 minute. He must have gotten hurt. So I was still doing a podcast when the game started, so I didn't really see what happened. So I'm assuming he got hurt. Two fouls, two personal fouls, only 1 minute. That sucks. So for people to keep saying, "Oh, Mitch Robinson, we got to sign this," and the guy's always hurt. He's always hurt, and people even give excuses for that. Oh, it was a freak accident. It's always a freak accident for people that always get hurt, man. So we got to figure that out. Jericho Sims has 6 minutes. Taj Gibson had 15 minutes. That tells you right there. Tom Thibodeau is crazy, bro. Taj Gibson 15 minutes tonight. He hasn't played in God knows how many games. And then as soon as Mitch Robinson gets hurt, Taj Gibson is back on the court getting 15 minutes, and Alec Burke, Sims is back down to 6 minutes. It sucks, man. It's hard to find your energy, covering the Knicks while all the stuff is happening here. Alec Burks and Fournier are basically nothing right now. Fournier's in a horrible slump. Burks is in a horrible slump. They play the same position, but they started. One is a point guard, one is a shooting guard. Like Tom Thibodeau's a maniac. Quickly is back to scoring well. He got 11 points, but it is what it is, man. Cam Reddish is here. When is he going to get more? After what he did yesterday, when are you going to call more plays for Cam Reddish? To get him open, at least get him to drive to the basket, get him some picks or something. Set this guy up. You can see what he can do. But nah, man. Let's just make him into like a spot up shooter. Let's make him into like a role player guy. Let's just let him be like a 3-and-D guy. It's just weird, man. It is so weird. Yeah, man. But at the same time, guys like Cam and McBride and these guys, as soon as they get in, they need to go crazy. They need to go so crazy that you can't bench them. That's what I keep saying, man. So anyway, we're gonna start the second half here. Julius Randle got the game face on. See what he can do, man. It's very frustrating watching these Knicks. So we actually started already, and the Knicks scored. So it's 51 to 63 right now, with 11 minutes and 49 seconds in the third quarter. It's great, man. That's a good start. If the Knicks can get this thing down into less than 10, that'll be fantastic for us, man. Anyway, I see guys are really going crazy in the chat. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you guys supporting in the chat, supporting the watch along. It is what it is. Let's see who's here. We got Matt Hurley. Kids playing the kids. Yeah, that's what you said earlier. Yeah, man. It's good to see you, Mr. Greenhouse. Deuce McBride should be the point guard. Absolutely, he should be the starting point guard. I don't care if he's playing bad or not. It just logistically, start the game with Deuce McBride. Make him the starter. If he doesn't play well, then go to your bench and do your thing. But we got Ryan. I still can't get his name. Ryan Archie, whatever his name is, Akanado, whatever his name is. We need to use him. He's a point guard. So use point guards. Let point guards do what point guards do. Don't force everyone else to do the ball handling. It just doesn't work. Shout out to State as well, man. State is probably watching the game, so I don't know if he's tuning in. But me and State always talking about that. But he wants to draft on Jaden Ivey. I want to draft him too. But my thing is, if you draft Jaden Ivey, you can't force him to be a point guard because essentially you're doing the same thing right now by having Alec Burke run point guard. If you have Jaden Ivey running the point guard coming out of college, you might as well just tank the season again because it's not going to be a good look. You gotta use Jaden Ivey as the shooting guard. Whether he's on ball or off ball, his role needs to be as the scorer, not as the distributor. So getting him in that situation is not going to be a good thing, man. So if we were to draft for Jaden Ivey, for example, then we need to make major trades to get him playing time in his natural position, not at on point guard. You know. So anyway, what I'm getting at here is that like you start Deuce McBride, you got RJ next to him. That's the backcourt. You know, and then you got Fournier. Fournier can come off the bench if you want to, or maybe if Fournier's starting, and you got Cam Reddish can come off the bench behind him. And then like if you're starting Deuce McBride and RJ together, then Burks would be the backup shooting guard, and then quickly be next to him. That works. So but I mean, it worked last year. Why are you going against it? Why are you going against what worked last year? You know, you just put everybody in disarray. Nobody knows what's going on. So it's a horrible situation. It's just horrible from a Knicks fan perspective. Like I'm trying to say, is that we make these takes and stuff, and we end up looking like assholes because of what Tom Thibodeau does out there. This doesn't make any sense. Even championship teams like Rondo. Rondo had a lot of promise. So they started him at point guard. Fuck it. We got Ray Allen. Ray Allen is basically going to be the point guard. Until Rondo could figure it out. Rondo figured it out by the time the playoffs came. He was ready to go. By the time we got midseason, Rondo was already almost Rondo. So you got to give these guys credit, man. They're working hard in practice. They got the respect of the teammates. Put them out there, man. Shit is crazy. What's good, Kenneth Hayes? What's good, my brother? We need a point. We need a point without. Yeah, I get you. We're not going anywhere. But listen, we already have point guards. So here's the thing. Like we have Ryan, we have Deuce McBride. So let's say if we go on and get Brunson, but then Brunson signed here, then now what if McBride finally makes that step? Now we got a guy that's just as good as McBride, but we already paid Brunson. So now we're in trouble. So we have to play who we have to see who we have. That's exactly what Mark Jackson said. I know everyone likes to validate what Mark Jackson said, but we've been saying it. That's my thing. All these content creators out there, we've been saying it. I don't want to put the words in Mark Jackson's mouth and make it seem like he's the one that said it first. We've been saying it. I'm glad to hear someone else say it other than us on TV and all that. But we've been saying it. So let's put the crown on our own heads, not on Mark Jackson. A guy that probably would never coach in this NBA again because of whatever nonsense is going on out there. Go Matthew Hurley, what's good, man? Yeah, McBride and Deuce again. And yeah, it's good to see. They deserve it. These guys are playing really good. Right now, the Knicks just cut it to 9 on a RJ free throw. It's crazy. Shout out to Alvin Gentry. He's been coaching for years, man. He's like the king of the interim coaches, but he's out there year after year, different eras, different style of play, different people, you know, and he's still out there getting results, you know, and that's what we need. That's what you need as a coach. No matter who you have out there, you have to be able to use your players to the best of their ability. Yeah, so right now the Knicks are going back and forth here, 65 to 55. This is the pocket here. Shout out to the score here, 58. Knicks about to shoot a three. So Brooks just pulls up for three. Bang. All right, good. This is where we need to be. A slow chip away, slowly chip away at this lead. So when the fourth quarter comes, we can make it a game. Shout out to Holcomb. What's good, my brother? My man Aiden, man. Aiden, I've been wanting to message you for a minute, man. I want to see what's going on with you. I don't know if you're in college now, right now, or you're just like locking down with school and stuff, trying to prepare for college and stuff. But it'd be good to hear you on here, man. So I'll hit you up and I'll run something by you, see what you think. All right, but good to see you up on here for our Knicks Community Podcast. It's Mr. Aiden Donahue, the young shooter. Yeah, man. Mitch Robinson is playing good, especially last night. Yeah, but what's up with Mitch Robinson? I missed the injury report. Did he get hurt or something? I totally missed it. What's good, Shaw? Mr. Shaw Powers. Salute to everybody here. Salute to the chat. Uh, Julius Randle should be playing down low more. Absolutely. Just now he just made a drive on somebody just now, just bited him. One on one, Julius Randle cannot be guarded. You can't guard him in the paint. He'll just drop his shoulder on you and you're gonna hit the floor. They're not gonna call a foul. So why not take advantage of that? Why you got this weapon that can body anybody that guards him, but you got him playing point guard. You got him on the perimeter, dribbling between his legs. It don't make no sense. It destroys the weapon that you have. Like, what's the point of have a loaded pistol, but you're gonna put a safety on it and lock the safety in where you can't even take the safety off, and now you're gonna what like use it as a knife? How you gonna use a gun as a knife? The gun is made to shoot, so use the gun to shoot. You know, like why bring a knife to a gunfight? That's like a famous saying, right? Why bring a knife to a gunfight? It doesn't make no sense. You're gonna lose, right? So it's the same thing. Why are we bringing the wrong material, to the game? Why are you misusing your assets? It's just weird, man. Let me see. Yeah, they're killing us driving to the hole all day long. If you want to blame Mitch Robinson, I wouldn't hold it against you. Mitch Robinson, he does get block shots out there, so he will be able to stop, the constant running down our throats. But also too, we're getting killed on the fast breaks, and there's nothing that we can do about that. The Knicks are just notoriously horrible playing the fast break. Right now, we're in transition. Right now, Alec Burks, he should have gave the ball back to Randall just because Randall's running the floor. You always give the ball back to your guy. But Burks is not a point guard. He's a shooting guard. So it's just odd. And Sacramento is just running it down right up down our throats, man. I feel like every shot they take is like right at the rim. Shit sucks. Free throws, all everything. I'm reading everything you guys are saying. Hit the like button, Mr. Greenhouse. Ah, man, I don't know, Marvin, man. I don't know what's going on with this. It's not even worth talking about it. I'm just up just to give you guys somebody to look at. So late at night. This is crazy. 12 o'clock at night, and we're just in the third quarter. The only reason why I'm doing this because I'm off. That's the wrong one. I'm off today. I'm off today, and I'm off tomorrow. So that's the only reason why I'm up. If I had to work, I would not be up doing this podcast right now, man. But it is what it is. We got Jaden. Santucci. Jaden Santucci was good, man. Are you Italian? Oh my God, I would never know. Mitch Robinson get back in? I don't know. Is he hurt? I don't know. I totally missed it. He only played 1 minute. Um, and do I know anything about sports parlays? Yes, I do. If you have a good parlay, let me know. What's good here? Then it's very depressing. I mean, it's beyond depressing. You could be depressed for so long that it's not depressed anymore. It's something else. I don't know if there's a term for it, but it's like the sunken place. It's like somebody has a cup and is and you just like stuck in a place where no one can hear you scream. Nobody can hear you scream. You're screaming and you're crying and everything, but it's all in your head. You're not projecting it. So the Knicks are on a nice little run. We cut it down to 6 right now as somebody calls a timeout. So this is good. So I've been kind of clowning RJ Barrett's haircut, but it's starting to grow in. So now you can see the fade now. So whoever's cutting his hair, you know, let the fade rock. Because I mean that bald head stuff, and he looks like a heroin addict. You need to cut it out. Yeah, man. What's good, Mr. Jarrell? I don't know how you guys do it, man. Let me see. Who else is here? You got Faith Life Sports. Um, good to see me. Good to see you too, man. Hey, listen, Faith Life Sports. I'm quite sure you don't like a lot of cursing. So anytime I want to say, I can just hit the button if I want to. If it gets too crazy, So that's like something else that I can do here with my new setup. I'm still trying to learn it, but I have to get it just right. That way I can hit buttons and stuff the way that I want to, and really have some fun with this thing. So just stay tuned as the days go on. I keep learning, and I can add more spice to the podcast, man. Yeah, Mr. Myth, salute to you. Yeah, man, everybody needs to start shooting their free throws. Fournier's, this is a big debate in one of our chats. It's actually my NBK chat. We're always talking about defense and Fournier and Europeans and that type of thing. But listen, to me, this is a statement that nobody seems to understand. Fournier is a professional defender. What is that so hard to grasp? He's a professional defender. What does that mean? I'm not saying that he's a good defender. I'm not saying that he's a better defender than anybody else. Because you could say one thing and people go crazy on massive different tangents. But it's just what I said. He's a professional defender. If he's on the team, he's not going to be a liability, and he'll be able to play within the team defensive concept. One on one, of course, you don't want Fournier guarding Michael Jordan for Christ's sake. Why would you do that? You don't want him on the other team's best player. Leave that for RJ. But RJ gets cooked too, not for nothing. But if you have Fournier out there, Fournier's going to be able to play defense enough in the team concept to keep the Knicks competitive. So he's a professional defender. This it's about as polite as I can say, because everyone keeps saying a clown, everybody keeps saying trash, and all these different things, man. That's like a tired thing now. It's like so like people complain about the cursing and stuff, man. But you know these little statements that people say is becoming too like I don't know, repetitive. And it's like the go-to word just to explain anything now. Oh, he's trash. Oh, he's this, that, and the other. People even go even further than that. It's like, come on, man. And within the sake of the conversation, you have to be able to explain it instead of just using these key words. And just because you say that, then it's the end of the conversation. That's not fun, man. You know, got RJ Acosta, excuse me, JR Acosta, excuse me. Uh, thank you, man. Was I supposed to die? I don't know, but yeah, I had the asthma, man. I still kind of got it going on here. I'm trying to get myself together. I really need to lose weight, man. I lost 12 pounds. I found 5. Lord have mercy. But see what happens. So Mitch Robinson had 2 fouls. That's the reason why he's not playing. Took it to him. So I mean, how come he's not playing now? I still don't see him in the game. Did he get hurt? I don't know if Mitch has an illness. So what? He got diarrhea. He caught diarrhea in the beginning of the game, and now he can't get back in the game. That's bugged out. No way. You know. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that, man. The Knicks are letting these guys run them down, but Sacramento's not that good. That's why we caught up. So 72-76 is actually quite decent. Fournier just shot a 3-point shot with a man right in his crotch. How could you? I don't know. and Sacramento just sailing into the rim. So a lot of people want to diss Randall about not stepping up and play defense. RJ just allowed De'Aaron Fox to run right at the rim. He didn't even try to attempt to block it. He just let him sail to the basket. But no one is going to talk about that, you know. But they'll get mad if they'll hear me say this and get mad and say, "Yeah, but RJ plays defense all the time." You know, so but you're not supposed to get a pass, right? Randall doesn't get a pass for making mistakes on defense. You know, uh, he has an illness. What the hell is that? Diarrhea? What is he? Pregnant? Marvin, the difference between a good haircut and a bad one. Yeah, that is the absolute truth, man. The barber could zeke you up, and then like 3 days later, you look in the mirror and say, "Oh, it don't look that bad." Because the fade grew in or whatever the hell. Or maybe if you cut it too high, it grew back, and now you can fix it a little bit. One thing about men, right? One thing about men, barbers are barbers. Barbers found out their worth in the pandemic. Because before you can get a haircut for $10, $12 you can get a haircut, decent haircut for $12. Now when we come back from the pandemic, now it's $20. Like when the fuck did that happen? You know what I'm saying? But one thing about men that when it comes to that stuff, grooming and stuff, we're gonna be able to make it happen. Like right now, this mustache that I got going on and whatever else I got going on, I could fix this. Give me a razor, I'll be able to trim. I'll be able to make my mustache thin. I can I can give myself a fade, all kind of stuff with whatever anything I need to do. I can give myself a shape up. So no matter what, men are always going to be able to take care of themselves that way. Fournier just hits a three just now with the same thing with a guy right on his crotch. So the Knicks are down by two now, man. So this has made it into a game. That's good for me, man. Give me something to watch while I'm here. I don't have to keep talking to myself. The Knicks are actually going to take the lead. What the hell? Look at the sport alert on the screen. Let me see what happens here. Quickly pushes up the ball, gives it to the right hand side to Julius Randle. He just pulls up and bang, man. Wow. Wow. So we're playing fast break basketball free. That's good to see. But we're playing Sacramento's game. So when it comes to the half quarter and when the game is on the line, hopefully we'll be able to close out this game because that would be awesome, man. Talking about winning streak, we definitely need to make that winning streak if the playoffs are going to be in our picture. Emmanuel quickly just misses the layup there. He's not a point guard. You got Randall trailing behind him. He wasn't looking. So anyway, what's going on here? I'd rather look at a fade than Mitchell Robinson. You clearly watched the podcast, Myth, right? Mitchell Robinson's armpits are ridiculous, man. It's like he has a chipmunk in a headlock or something. It's like there's no reason for that. As a grown man, there's little things like that. Like it's like you've been in the NBA for 4 years and your armpit hair is longer than your the hair on your head. Come on, man. No telling what the hell is going on in his shorts. You know what I'm saying? So you want to talk about grooming and stuff like that? Manscaped.com. Look at the bottom of the screen, man. If anybody knows Mitch, send Mitch this link here, and let's get his grooming together, man. There's no reason for him to be that way. You know, shit is crazy. Yeah, guys, thank you for tuning into the chat. Phone lines will not be opening today because I'm watching the game on the phone today, so I won't be able to really man the phones right now. That's a work in progress, man. So for those that enjoy the phone lines, I know Marvin does. I actually would like to hear from him tonight. But this is a work in progress. I have other ways of doing stuff. So especially with my new system here. So I'll figure it out, like I said, and things will be a lot better as time goes on. Wow, the Knicks are actually winning right now by one. We were winning by three just now. Incredible, man. Got Knicks Nation 112. 112. Uh Peace. It is what it is. I don't know if this is a real person, but FYI. Ah man, I cannot believe it. So anyway, 3 minutes and 21 seconds, 3-2-1. So we're in a line. See if the Knicks can continue this uptick here. You got Fox was able to get into the lane there, just playing one on one. Fox looks a lot like Russell Westbrook out there, minus the superior athleticism. Yo, Randall just launching threes. He got quickly inside grabbing rebounds. No other Nick around. Fournier's heat checking. Taj Gibson getting rebounds back to the right. Stutter step for Fournier. Nice little drive into the paint, and he gets the foul. Awesome, man. Yeah, man. I got this detox thing my wife got me. 44, excuse me, 46% juice on a detox drink. So what's the other percentage? What are we talking about? 54%? What's the other 54? If it's supposed to be a detox and it's organic and it's natural, right? Why is it only 46% juice? It's weird. That's fucking weird. So let me see what's in it. We got purified water, we got organic apple juice, organic orange juice, organic ginger juice, organic lemon, turmeric, Jerusalem artichoke. We got green coffee bean, dandelion root extract, ground cayenne pepper. So I guess the 46% is juice, and then the other 54% is what? Plant powder. This shit is bugged out. So anyway, I'm taking it. We taking this stuff as a detox. Ginger doesn't really work good with me. It kind of runs through my system. But we're trying something, man. I've been feeling a lot of pressure on the inside, man. So I'm trying to see if it can relieve it. This has actually been doing the job. It kind of got me a little bit mellow today. Had me sleeping most of the day too. My wife right now, she's knocked out from this drink. So it's actually, I'm not sponsored by these people, man. But who cares? It's made by Suja. I know you've been seeing their products around. They have it in they got it everywhere, man. So it's like their reboot 1 day cleanse. You basically drink 4 of those bottles. Whatever, man. Get your shit together, guys. What you seeing there, Andrew? Put some vodka in that juice. Yo, I gave up drinking, man. No more drinking is because I don't like the feeling. Like it came to a point where I needed a beer every time I did a podcast, and then during the time in the summertime, I'm like doing like 5, 6 podcasts, 7 podcasts a week. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm doing that many podcasts a week, how many beers am I drinking? So I had to stop it. So this year, just mentally, I just would like to just to have have my mind more clear. A little bit more clear to focus on other things because getting hangovers or just being crampy and stuff like that because you're drinking too much, it's not a good, it's a distraction. So just kind of want to eliminate those distractions for the time being, until there's something that's worth, for me, that's worth celebrating, like a Knicks championship would be nice. Or something to that effect. My birthday, something similar to that, me losing the weight that I want to lose, the winning running the half marathon that I'm supposed to be running. you know that's super important. So who are they showing here? They keep showing this dude with the glasses. Who is that? Is that is that who is that? I can't hear what they're saying.
Ball head. There he
Another
is.
tremendous defensive player.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Stacey Augman? Is that Stacey Augman? Wow, man, they got a lot of former players there. They got the ball headed dude that he runs the runs in the summertime. Those guys that go 5, 4, 3. I think that's that group. I can't stand it. I can't train with a guy constantly saying counting down from 5 every time I touch the ball. That sucks. Yeah, man. Shout out to you, man. What you drinking on? Some whiskey? Whiskey is like a grown man drink, man. I didn't appreciate it when I was a kid. I was more like a vodka drinker back in the days. Tequila, once I figured out that that's not something that human beings should be drinking. Vodka became my choice. I used to get me a what's this shit called? I used to get me that some kind of like citrusy kind of beer, and then I would get me a just some straight vodka, straight maybe on the rocks, and then I have a Red Bull, and then I'll be freaking off the walls at that point. But that's a different era, different era. That's when Eru had hair. Eru had hair all down his back. So anyway, the Knicks are winning, man. So it seemed like the Knicks got these guys right where we need them. We are like on autopilot, and Sacramento's like scrambling, trying to figure it out right now. A lot of complaining, a lot of one-on-one type of things going on. While the Knicks are actually playing good team basketball. So that's what's up. So let's make a point here about Mitchell Robinson. So I had Danny B on here with State. State both of them actually, they just want to pay Mitch Robinson. So I'm with it because it's something that doesn't really need so much language with it. Oh, that he had this, he's the first person to do that, and that's, and that's all cool to say those things, but it's very simple. Mitchell Robinson could play the center position. He's in our fold. We can easily keep him. There you go. Ta-da! No, nothing else to really talk about. He's actually a functional basketball player for us. Okay, but look at Tyus Gibson. Tyus Gibson comes in and from time to time he can pretend as if he is a good player. Excuse me. Right now, Tyus Gibson is he played 25 minutes, 2 from 2 from the floor. He has 8 rebounds. What is this? I want to say this is 3 blocks. Does he have 3 blocks? Yes, he has 3 blocks tonight. Plus 16. He has 5 points. So he actually can pretend that he's a good center from time to time. So I mean that's something that can be used from time to time. When guys are hurt and stuff, at least throw Tyus Gibson in there just to give, just to mix it up to hurt the other team if the other team has a big man, that type of thing. But we can function without Mitchell Robinson. That's the point I'm trying to make. Jericho Sims is still a good player. Jericho Sims only played 6 minutes, man. I don't get it. Tyus Gibson went back to the bench just now, grimacing. Why is he grimacing when we got Jericho Sims that can come in at any time? I don't get it. But we have adequate people at the center spot that can do the job. Shout out to Nerlens Noel. Nerlens Noel's been hurt all year, but last year Nerlens Noel is the one that held us down, not Mitchell Robinson. So we can function without a center. We don't need to spend so much. We don't need to spend $15 million on the center, to tell you the truth. But like I said, he's in the fold. You want to pay him. It's okay. The salary cap is going up and all this. Okay, as long as we get better as a team, that's one thing that I want to emphasize as well. If we're gonna pay Mitchell Robinson, let's pay him last. I don't want to pay him first, and then now we're stuck because now we're capped out because we just paid Mitchell Robinson. Now we can't make any moves. But then on the flip side, like we were saying on the show, that if we do that, Mitchell Robinson might be like, the hell with you guys. I'm going to sign with somebody else. And that's going to present a problem too, man. And then it's gonna cause a freaking war on the internet amongst us. For people to say, oh, we should have just signed him, this, that, and the other. But there's more than one way to fill out the position. One thing's for certain, man. We need to sort out that point guard spot, man. Regardless of what anybody says. Yeah, man. If I can't juice over here, yo, man, I feel sorry for the wife, man. The goose is loose. Oh no! Put a cage on that goose, man. Still doing his thing. It's the truth. You want to see a younger guy play, but I mean, Tyus Gibson is producing. I just want to see production. Of course, Tyus Gibson can't do this every night. Like I said, it's within stints. At least you can go to him in little packages in games and stuff, or you can rely on him if injury happens, which is good. But you can't rely on him all the time. That's very important. But at the same time, paying Mitch Robinson $15 million, and when you're not getting better as a team, that's no good. But one thing that we didn't really mention because we were so busy trying to cover up all the other stuff with Mitchell Robinson and that money, we could pay him $15 million. That's fine, but Fournier got to go, or Randall got to go, or both. But if we do that, we're trading salary, so we'll be able to, um, fill out the roster that way with those 2 players. So that's also why I'm not really in such a rush to sign Mitch, because let's say if we trade Julius Randle, to another team, we might be able to bring a center back, or if we trade Fournier, we might be able to bring a center back. Who's that center? We would have to devote a whole podcast to that and really just look at all the teams and see what we can do. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. This is let me get down to this. Yeah, he's cool. Yo, Tyus Gibson's spin move in the paint is like impeccable, man. He has really good footwork in the paint. He's just too old, man. If Tyus Gibson was like 5 years younger, you know, then we can really talk about him actually playing heavier minutes. But I mean, he's 36 for Christ's sake, man. So it's like crazy. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't get Fox either, man. Because like I said, he's basically Russell Westbrook without the athleticism. He could run just as fast as Westbrook, but he's not jumping out the gym like Westbrook. They're basically the same player. He's not really that great of a 3-point shooter. He's kind of like he doesn't really make people around him so much better. Because I mean, if you got the guys that they have in the team, let's take a look at their roster. Like right now, currently they have Harrison Barnes, they got Sabonis, they got role players like Holiday. Who else? It's not really the full roster, but they got Richard Holmes is there. You know, you should still be able to win. You should still be at least like fighting for like the last few playoff spots. You know, but it is what it is. He's a point guard that doesn't make his teammates better. So this is weird. Right now, Julius Randle has 30, 36 and 2, shooting 50% from the field, 40% from three. RJ, he's playing well too, 20 points tonight, 6 and 5. Decent percentages are coming up now from where it was. He wasn't shooting well in the beginning of the game. So that means he's basically shooting lights out at this moment. Evan Fournier finally started to shoot well. He didn't shoot well in the first half. Second half, what is this? He actually is the one that helped us break the lead there. So he's 5 for 14. I would like to know what his second half stats are, man, because he's got to be like, he's got to be almost perfect from the field there. 15 points in the second half. Alec Burks is, ugh, he is what he is. Quickly is doing his thing tonight too. So we're doing enough to win. We're doing enough to beat the lowly Sacramento Kings. So we're gonna start the fourth quarter now. Put the score back up here so you guys can keep track of that. 92-87. All right, so this is the Knicks, right? So we're gonna talk about how the Knicks can win this game. How can um how can Sacramento beat us? Sacramento's gonna have to get back on their bicycle and start pushing the ball down our throat again. Playing the fast paced game. Right now they're kind of playing into the Knicks' pocket here by slowing the pace. But they won the game by running the ball down our throats. So if we can do that, if they can do that, they should be able to win this game. From the Knicks perspective, the Knicks don't have to worry about any of that shit because it's just that we just have a superior team. If we run our offense is a read offense. So if we read the offense and let the guys just do what they do, we should be able to win. We should be able to win every game. We have decent players at every position. Is not really that complicated. You know, Good block by I think that was Me Too, whatever his name is. Wow, man, who was that? Cam Reddish just had a spectacular block. It looked like he might have kneed himself in the head or something like that on the way down. Hopefully he's all right because we don't need any more injuries to anybody out there, especially with him that's playing so well. So he did hit his head. It looked like he hit his head on somebody's knee or his own knee. He got his eyes closed and he's rolling around, man. Like, come on, man. Let's watch this replay. Defensively, nice block by I think that's Me Too, whatever his name is. Cam Reddish. I didn't really see what happened there. You can't really see on that angle. You see this. This is a good angle here. He goes up for the block. Nice block. He lost his footing and nothing. He didn't hit his head. He didn't hit his head. So he hurt his shoulder. So he might have dislocated his shoulder or something there. Hopefully he didn't break anything. If he broke something, he would be moving a lot worse than that. But I mean, sometimes these NBA players they hurt themselves and they don't be reacting. They don't react the way that the injury looked. Like just now, it looks like he got shot. He's like rolling around and eyes are closed, and he's like, with his eyes closed. It's weird, man. So he's gonna go back to the locker room. Look like his shoulder might be out the socket. That's tough, man. But it's just the reaction. The reaction never matches what actually happened to them. It's just weird, man. He didn't hit his head, man. So he's like really just like holding his shoulder. In my opinion, I think he might have dislocated his shoulder. So he's probably gonna be out for the game. Hopefully he's good. Because all the pressure came down on his shoulder. He did not hit his head at all. Watching it live, it looked like he did hit his head, but he hit all the weight down on his shoulder. So, he probably got a little stinger. He might come back or he might not. We'll see what happens. One thing we don't need to come back is these Sacramento Kings. We got Davian Mitchell shooting free throws right now. Reddish has to try to impress himself. He's the one that asked for a trade. He could have stayed in Atlanta in the same role that he's playing now. He could have did that in Atlanta. You know, Actually over there he had an opportunity to start. So I mean, they're getting healthy over there in Atlanta, man. But even if they're getting healthier, if Cam Reddish coming off the bench on that team is better. So why would you want to leave that team if your team has potential to do something in the playoffs? He came over here for a better opportunity to get to be able to start. So you're the one that wants that. So play harder. You know, don't try to impress Tibbs. You try to impress yourself. You know, this is your career. You asked for the trade. You have to play hard. Play the game that you think that you want to play. Play the game that you think that you want to be successful with. Good heads up play by DiVincenzo. He caught the rebound. He was going to go out of bounds, and he threw the ball off of Quickly's legs. That was awesome. I love when guys do that. That was my shit too. I used to do the same thing. Oh man. Anyway, so this drink is working, man. I just feel like I'm drinking something because I feel kind of like woozy a little bit. All that extra ginger and stuff is going through my body. So Davion Mitchell, a little heat check there. Davion Mitchell, his arms are, he has big shoulders, but he has like little weird little arms. It looks like a puppy out there. He's being guarded but excuse me, he was guarding RJ. RJ strips him. So I mean, you got a good on-ball defender there. Pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? RJ, you're not Allen Iverson. Pass the ball. You got David Mitchell, who's a great on-ball defender. He's going to strip you every time. So put the ball in somebody else's hand and run something different. Tom Thibodeau's out there. Tom Thibodeau's watching. He's always talking. So why don't he say, "Yo, give the ball up," or to say whatever key word it is, get the ball out of RJ's hands at the moment because you have one of the league's best on-ball defenders in front of you. So we can't do that, man. So I don't know what's going on here. What are they talking about? I'm watching the replay. Davion Mitchell. Oh, it's the clear path foul bullshit. So we're gonna waste another 15 minutes here, trying to decide if this call is a clear path foul. Shit is crazy. Two referees, both with two headphones. We got guys in Secaucus and another referee on the court, and we can't make a simple clear path call on that. Davion Mitchell was ahead right there. So what did they say? Common foul.
Possession of the ball when he was fouled. DiVincenzo had not released it yet. Backcourt throw, 24 on the shot clock.
All right, so it's a common foul, so that's good. Hopefully, you guys can hear that. So, like I'm trying to say, I have a different system here. So, here's the audio from the game.
The Kings shooting poorly, Mike.
You guys should be able to hear it there. Like I said, I'm trying to get my system together. I know you guys watch the show. There's been so many times where I've destroyed my equipment. I've destroyed my equipment here. Punching the table or whatever. I cracked the light a couple times. I broke the keyboard on this thing once. I had to replace that. So it's crazy, man. So support the podcast, man, because there's a lot of occupational hazards going on here for me. Getting pissed off about these Knicks. So we got 10 minutes left, man. Knicks are up 94-90. Same thing happened just now. I think they caught a steal. Sabonis gives the ball away. Deuce McBride was able to get it, and then they foul him right away. So is this going to be a clip half? So the referee's going to talk about this one because he fouled him and he was ahead. It looked like he was ahead of the pack there. I don't know if they're calling a timeout or the referees are checking this one out too. This is weird, man. So I guess they are. So here goes the play. Sabonis fakes it to Davion, comes around, tries to give it back to him, but then Deuce is right ahead. That's a clear path foul. That's something that shouldn't have to be. So look at these guys, man. Two freaking number one bullshit guys right there. Two guys there.
So McBride tonight.
That's a clear path foul there. All right, they got to make the call now.
Josh Tiven going to give us the announcement.
The phone review it as a loose ball foul, so it cannot be a clear path foul.
It's a loose ball foul.
It's loose.
Just didn't have possession yet.
Get the fuck out of here! Come on, man. That was a clear path foul, guys. I don't give a fuck what they say. That was a clear path foul. You guys are freaking maniacs. Oh man. So anyway, I don't like Deuce's hair either. You want to talk about RJ's fade? How his fade looks trash. His fade looks trash too. I never seen somebody's hair that way with braids. It's just bugged out. Just get a regular haircut. Everybody. Well, I mean, I can't say that because guys used to do that when I was young too, man. Everybody's want to copy whoever the rappers look like. So I guess he's just trying to look like a rapper. Look like a jackass, to tell you the truth. Yeah, I remember I had dreads, man. I remember I had an argument with a dude on the train because he said I'm trying to be Busta Rhymes. I said I'm trying to be Busta Rhymes. It's like my hair is longer than Busta Rhymes. What the fuck? Busta Rhymes just got his dreads, and my hair was longer than Busta Rhymes at the time. So he's trying to beat me. Anyway, people say anything to you. Just trying to get you to react. That's one thing I got to learn too, man. I'm kind of like over Twitter now because I've gotten into a couple Twitter beefs, based off of stuff that's happening on Twitter, and then people like to bait you into conversations just to get you to see, I told you, and then you look back at what you were saying and say, yo, this motherfucker set me up this whole time. So there's like really professional trolls out there on Twitter to get you to say stuff to make you look like an asshole. And then somebody retweets it and say, "Oh, look at this!" Now somebody else is getting on me about what I'm saying to this other guy. Meanwhile, they don't even know the whole context of why that conversation even happened. So then you end up looking like an asshole. So I got to stay away from Twitter for a little while, man. Those little beefs and stuff is gonna get me in trouble. More ways than one. You know, so I got to stay away from that from those people there, especially the younger people, man. Because I mean, like they're more offended. They're more offended by you talking badly about RJ. But you tell them to wait. Let me get it for the faith crowd out there. You tell the guys right, and then they don't really get offended by that, but they get offended if you talk badly about RJ. So it's like, come on, man. Right now, the Knicks are playing really good, man. The good spacing, nice little play there, to isolate Randall in the middle. They had basically had three guys up top in the corner and one guy on the right hand side, and RJ just took Sabonis straight to the basket. I've never seen the Knicks run that play before. So it's just odd, man. The Knicks have plays to run, so why don't they run these plays? I just don't get it. It should be elementary, my dear Watson. So here we go. Here it seems like the Knicks are trying to do the same thing. Right now, they decided to give quickly in the corner. So pay attention to the plays that we're running here. We actually ran the same play twice just now. Instead of giving it to Randall, they were able to set a pick and give a quickly open jump shot on the right hand side. So we got a foul on the floor here, loose ball foul. So this won't be a shooting foul. So I'm anxious to see the Knicks get the ball back again because I want to see what play they're running. So look at this, man. And Randall was all alone. He just came in and scored easy. You can't stop Randall 1-on-1 like that. So anyway, here goes Sacramento. Good defense by Burks there. Poke the ball away. Knicks get the rebound. Quickly he's pushing the ball up the court. Okay, we're gonna see if we can get some fast break points going on here. RJ just RJ was tap dancing in the paint just now, man. Oh my god. Yo, RJ played like he was born in 1940 something, man. It's effective, man, but he plays like he was born in 1940 something. He has no foot speed at all. No footwork. He goes Julius Randle doing too much again, dribbling right into a quadruple team. Stolen, the ball almost stolen by DiVincenzo. Unbelievable. He said this L5. Okay, L5. Let's see what this is. He's yelling. Tom Thibodeau is yelling out L5. Let's see what happens. Ah, yeah, yeah. I'm really paying attention to this playbook now, man. Because I mean, we're starting to play the young guys, so Tom Thibodeau is starting to call different stuff now. So let's see what they're doing here. All right. Got Randall comes out to receive the ball, gives it back to Burks. No, he doesn't. Now he still has the ball here. So L5 is just for Randall just to go 1-on-1. Make everybody go to one side and let him go 1-on-1. Ah man, Tom Thibodeau's a dick. So Randall was able to hit a step back 3-point shot. So we're up by 10 right now. How the hell did that happen? We were getting smoked in the first half. We were down by as much as 20. Never had the lead. Never no lead change. We were getting smoked in that first half. Now the reverse is happening. So the potential now, wow. Randall just hits another 3-point shot. My God. So the Knicks are up by 13 right now. So now the Knicks are potentially could go up by 20 right now. So what a turnaround. We go from being down 20 to being up by almost 20. That's incredible. Yo, chest bumps. I'm not a fan of chest bumps. Just now, Julius Randle almost got knocked out just now by a chest bump. So it's crazy. Let's see if they show it. The first person that comes out, see, he was getting ready for it, but he just got creamed just now. Pause. With a chest bump. Like, yo, guys, chill with that, man. Yeah, man. Um, yes, yeah, absolutely. We were talking about that on last pod. Is that I feel like Randall and Sabonis, they must have like a friendly rivalry going on, because Julius Randle really gets up to play Sabonis, man. And Sabonis plays real tough too when he plays Randall as well. Something must have happened. Maybe in an All Star game or something like that. But those guys, no, it wasn't an All Star because he was going at him, since the year before. So I wonder, because I mean, under Fizdale, I don't remember Randall really playing well like that under Fizdale. But since the next year under Tom Thibodeau, when he was playing well, I felt like he was just really going at Sabonis, because I think the Indiana Pacers and Sabonis were going at Randall. So I just think that he just made it personal. It's fun, man. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Randall is balling. Yeah, I'm loving it too. It's a lot of fun. What's up, pops? It's a lot of fun watching this here. So get back to the winning, man. So right now we actually are in crunch time, 6 minutes and 48 seconds. I just want to look ahead, because I wanted to talk about this when I had Danny B and State with me earlier. But let's do the schedule, next schedule. I'm gonna share it on the screen in a second. Let me just make sure I get it up here. All right, so let's pop this off here. Um, let's take this off, and let's actually share the next schedule. Just look ahead, take a peek ahead. Like I said, this game's not over. Sacramento could easily come back, and then make this into like a thing here. Of course, I clicked the wrong thing, so now we got to do it again. Share the screen. Let's click the right tab this time. There you go. So anyway, this is what's happening now, right? With the Knicks. Knicks are leading the Kings right now. We still 6 minutes and 48 seconds left. We still got a lot of time to go. We play the Mavericks tomorrow. So this is back to not well, we actually are in tomorrow. So this is actually not Sunday, not excuse me, not Tuesday. They're talking about Wednesday. So we play the Mavericks on Wednesday. We play the Grizzlies, we play the Nets, we play the Trailblazers, the Wizards, the Jazz, Hawks, Hornets, and the Heat. So out of the games that you see here on the screen, Sacramento looks like we might be able to win this game tonight. The Mavericks is a game that we can win. Grizzlies, that's gonna be a tough game. But we if we're playing well, we can actually match up with these guys and win, because we've beaten them before, with John Moran. But John Moran is in his bag. But like I said, it's not just a one man show. Sabonis is throwing elbows here. So they kung fu fighting Randall and Sabonis, man. Something's definitely personal with these two guys. Randall's playing really good defense. So I want to hear people talking bad about how Randall doesn't play defense. Randall can play defense, but Randall's defense definitely gets better when he scores more. So I will give him that. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is we could probably beat the Mavs. We potentially could beat the Grizzlies too. The Nets are we don't know who's going to be playing for them. If Kyrie's not playing due to COVID protocols or something, and Durant's not playing or whatever the fuck, is a 1 o'clock game on a Sunday. That's a game that we might be able to win too. Sacramento, the Trailblazers are decimated by injuries. That's a game that we could probably win. The Wizards, we could probably beat the Wizards. Utah Jazz, I'm not really afraid of anything the Utah Jazz do. Even though their record says otherwise. We might be able to beat the Jazz too. And then Atlanta, we might be able to beat Atlanta. So best case scenario, in my opinion, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 game winning streak. I mean, seven was it 7, 8, 9, 9 game winning streak. That's just the homer in me going crazy right there. But let's say if the Knicks win tonight, that's 2 games winning streak. If we beat the Mavericks, we might lose to Grizzlies. We might beat the Mets. Excuse me, the Nets. Trailblazers, Wizards, we could beat. Maybe we lose to the Jazz and beat Atlanta. Come on, man. That's decent. That's us actually playing better than 500 ball right now at the moment. So these little small victories is what we need, because we only got 18 games left. So now, Tom Thibodeau's idea of trying to stay in his game is to let Julius Randle just go one on one like crazy. Good pass by Randle back out to RJ for the three, man. Excellent. So that was Burks doing point guard moves, but he's not a point guard. You still need a point guard on the floor. Even though Alec Burke is a decent ball handler, you still need an official point guard out there. But nice play there to find RJ Barrett for three. De'Aaron Fox on the other end comes down and scores just like Russell Westbrook, not affecting anything, not making anybody better. Just came down the other end and scored. Here goes RJ tiptoeing around the lane, going against a point guard, and Randall just throws up a three. Like Randall is really feeling it, man. So now right now Sacramento's on a little run right now. They got a little battery in their pack. Sabonis is trying to go at Randall is really playing great defense against Sabonis right now. Good rebound. See, right now he needs to give the ball up. He all right. He gave it away too quickly now. So let's get a play going here. All right. So we got a pick and roll going here. They're taking too long to set this up. Pick and roll going here with Emmanuel Quickly and Randall, and quickly just goes straight to the basket. Gets bailed up by the ref. Quickly's not a point guard. He's a scorer though. All right. So Sabonis gets technical foul. He gets a technical foul because he's complaining that Randall is locking his ass up. So Sabonis got kicked out the game. Is that his second technical? He's going straight to the locker room. So I think he got kicked out.
Coach already has a tee as well. Crowd in a hostile mood now. It's IQ looking to capitalize on their folly.
Boy, that was just a frustration boiling over, and Sabonis is gone.
Yeah, man. Sabonis wanted to get out of here.
13 rebounds, 5 assists. And quickly now will shoot the technical free throw.
Yeah, Sabonis played good, man. You got to give him credit, man. He did have 19 points, and like he just said, whatever he said, 19, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. He's playing good too, but he's frustrated by Julius Randle's defense on him. So I would love to see what people are going to say about Julius Randle for after this win. He's been playing good defense on Sabonis. Of course, Sabonis is in his pocket. It is what it is. Yeah, making sure you guys can see me. I hope the audio is good. Atlanta all lost. Dallas came back and won actually. So something's going on with the stream. I can see here. Hopefully it fixes itself. It's usually these like little Google things. Let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of that and put the score back up. Sometimes when you share from certain websites, it messes up the stream. All right, so let's get the score back up there. All right, 116 to 101. Wow, I cannot believe it. What a turnaround. Knicks were losing by 20, and now we're winning by 15. So if you're good at math, that's a 35-point turnaround. That's amazing. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm watching you guys. Yeah, I'm hitting the button too much, man. So I got a little feedback going on here. Oh yeah. 70 years, no NBA title. Yeah, that's Marvin, man. You're not a Knicks fan, you're a Bulls fan, but that's a true statement. They're always talking badly about the Knicks. They're always talking badly about all these, whatever. But Sacramento has never won a championship in 70 years, no NBA title. They've been here. They've been they're not one of the original franchises, but they've been around from the beginning. They weren't always Sacramento Kings. They were like Kansas City Kings and that type of thing. Maybe even that their team could be brought back down to like another team because sometimes teams change names and stuff. But they've been around for that long, 70 years. I'll take your word for it. My Mr. Marvin, I'll take your word for it. But nobody cares. Nobody cares about Sacramento. Yeah, thanks, Jerome. Yeah, nobody cares about Sacramento. That's why they never talk about them. But let's keep destroying the Knicks in the media every day. Shit is so much fun. Yeah, at this point too, we got 3 minutes and 54 seconds left. Obi's hurt. So let's put some of these other guys in. Randall got 40 points. Yeah, Pops. Randall got 40 points. What is the point of having him in the game right now? Let me check out the box score really quick. So Julius Randle, he's playing 30 minutes today. Wow, he played 31 minutes tonight, and he got 40 points in 31 minutes. Like, he's been a flamethrower tonight. He, like I said, he really goes after things. RJ Barrett also got 27 points. Let's give him his props too. So 40 points for Randall and 27 for RJ. That's the 1-2 punch there. We need that third guy. Fournier held us down. Fournier was the one that actually got us got us the lead in that third quarter. So without Fournier's effort in the third quarter, we wouldn't be in this game like this. Quickly held us down also throughout the whole game. So that's good, man. So what Quickly does off the bench, that's something that we can just use in that way. That he's not somebody that's going to be like a go-to guy per se. He's just a bonus. He's a bonus player. If he got it hot, if he's hot, then we're going to be able to compete really well. Mitchell Robinson right now is not playing. Fournier was able to give us a little bit of play there. The point guard is of a position is not getting the respect that it needs. So if the Knicks were able to get that point guard and get that extra wing and maybe get a more reliable center, we'll be fine. You want to talk about the bench? Jericho Sims, I'm ready for him to play. Quickly's ready to play. Cam Reddish, how good is Cam Reddish? Can Cam Reddish be that second wing? You know, McBride be at least be the second string point guard? If the Knicks are going to make a move to trade to get a starting point guard, can he be the second string point guard at least? What the hell can Ryan do? Ryan Archie Diacano. What a crazy ass name, man. We have to use our players, man. See, right now we don't really have too much big men out there, but take Julius Randle out the game. It would be horrible. Just now, Julius Randle just bodied number 5 just now. So what is it going to take for Tom Thibodeau to play Julius Randle to the point where he breaks a finger or something like that? This is something that we don't need in our lives right now. But here he goes, man. I see they're talking about Julius Randle. Tom Thibodeau doesn't seem to have anybody coming off the bench there. There's no movement on the Knicks bench. He needs to get out of here. Look at that shit. Everybody on the Knicks bench got on shirts. Nobody's ready to come in the game. Julius Randle should be out of here. I'm tired of Tom Thibodeau, man. I'm tired of him. Here goes Julius Randle just hits another 3-point shot. All right. He had a 3-point shot with 3 minutes and 33 seconds left. If that is not a sign to take Julius Randle in the game, I don't know what is. Here goes Harrison Barnes, step back 3-point shot. He makes it. Wow, I cannot believe the Knicks are winning now. 121 to 104. All right, so Tom Thibodeau calls a timeout. Let's see what happens here. In Celebrity Row for Sacramento, they have guys in recliners. You see that? Right next to Randall, there's a dude in a fucking recliner. That's crazy. They haven't won a championship in 70 years, but they got guys sitting in recliners, courtside. You haven't earned that shit. Get the fuck out of here. You haven't earned that. I must confess, man, I have not made a bet on sports in 2 days. And it's not because I'm trying not to bet. It's because I just don't have any money. Yeah. There goes Mr. Marvin. Rochester Royals. There you go. Better known as the Sacramento Kings beat the Knicks in 1951. Okay, that's their only championship. Okay, cool. So they did. So they were able to win. The Rochester Royals. Shout out to There's so many NBA teams out there that needs teams. Upstate New York, we're talking about Buffalo, Rochester. You're talking about Syracuse. All these different teams, all those different cities up there. They can use a basketball team up there. A team that's close enough to Toronto, where like that. That would be interesting. St. Louis needs a team. What else? St. Louis. You got what's the other city that's right next to St. Louis? I can't think right now. Well, St. Louis, you got Kansas City. There you go. St. Louis, Kansas City, they need teams. Seattle needs a team for Christ's sake. You know, I feel like teams like New Orleans and OKC, I feel like they shouldn't be there. Get those guys out of there. Let them have their college teams, let them have their college football, college basketball, and move those teams out to better basketball markets. Julius Randle just hit another 3-point shot. So here's the difference between Julius Randle's potential 50-point game compared to RJ's potential 50-point game. When RJ had 46, he was stuck on 46 for a while because nobody wanted to feed him. Now, right here, Julius Randle is being featured. He's being featured right now. So that's the difference between RJ's 50-point game and what's happening with Julius here. And actually, Julius was actually freezing RJ out because we were losing. So there's also a different energy there too. So here we go. RJ got the rebound. So Burks has the ball. You can see Burks is going towards Julius Randle. So here it goes. They're gonna run a play for Julius Randle. Julius Randle wants the ball. Look, he just said, "Give me the look." He's looking for the ball. Get the ball back. Look at Julius Randle asking for the ball, begging for the ball. He wants to get that 50. Gives it to Quickly. Asking for look at him begging for the ball back. Step back jump shot for Quickly, and he makes it. But you can see Julius Randle's energy. He wants that 50-point game. But listen, like I said, RJ was stuck at 46 for a minute, and um they kept passing the ball away from RJ. So that kind of sucks. Look at Randall begging for that 3-point shot. Awesome alley oop just now by Quickly to RJ. Big time play right there. This is crazy. This is getting crazy. So I think Randall's gonna get his 50. He's like begging for the ball. He's almost embarrassing how thirsty he is for that 50. He might get 50 though. Look at him running up the court. He wants the ball back. Wow, what an alley oop to RJ. Oh, that was Deuce McBride. Yeah, Deuce McBride and Quickly kind of look a little different. I mean, they kind of look similar. I should say. I'm sorry. Yeah, Quickly's kicking ass too, pops. 27 points. Wow, 2 games in a row. Ah, man. So everything that we said about Quickly in the beginning of his career, can he be a starting point guard in this league? Mm, is he going to be like Lou Williams? Yes. The answer to that question, Emmanuel Quickly, is Lou Williams, and that's the end of it. You know, it's not try to make him a starting point guard. Right now he can close games out. That's fine. But we need a starting point guard. Quickly is not it. Look at Randall. Randall's not going to pass, boy. He gives the ball to Quickly over to Deuce. Deuce, nice little double clutch jump layup there. It's really good. 31 to 108. Yo, Randall is thirsty for that thing, man. He's hoping for a turnover so he can get the ball back. Let's see what happens. I'm watching the huddle, man. So 46 points. Can Julius Randle get that 50 tonight? So they're taking him out. so he won't be getting 50 tonight. 1, 2, 3. So I'm good. I love numbers. 1, 2, 3. Everything is in a row. So I think taking Randall out is a good idea. Numbers don't lie. If the numbers keep going in a line like that, you need to take money out. So we got Ryan is coming in. If Ryan comes in and he tags himself in the game. So we got Ryan out there. I saw Deuce is still out there. Quickly needs to come out too. So we got Deuce, we got Ryan. Quickly still there. Quickly needs to get out the game. We got Jericho Sims, Burks. He goes quickly dribbling around. And we got point guard setting picks. Number 51, Mr. Ryan, was setting picks down low for Quickly to dribble the fucking ball out all the way to the end. Quickly literally dribbled the ball the whole damn shot clock. Yeah. But Quickly he's having such a great game as a point guard. He's the point guard of the future. Here goes Burks dribbling the ball up. Meanwhile, we have 2 point guards on the field, and Deuce just touched the ball. Actually, that's not even Deuce. We got 2 point guards on the floor, and neither one of those guys is touching the basketball right now. Knicks have four guards out there with Jericho Sims. What are we doing? I know this is the end of the game, but I mean, come on, man. We don't want to like what the hell? There's no way the Sacramento's gonna come back. But why put 4 guards out there with Jericho Sims? Shit is crazy. Can Ryan touch the ball? Ryan is a point guard. I would love to see him touch the ball. Deuce has the ball. Gives it up to Burks. Burks passes it to Quickly. Quickly is holding it, and Ryan is just at the top of the screen, just chilling. So now they're gonna run the clock out. Ryan is a point guard, and he hasn't touched the ball yet. 6'2" point guard, and he hasn't been able to touch the ball. So anyway, game is over. Knicks are running the shot clock out. Only 8 seconds left in this game. We out of here. So it was good, man. 2 games in a row, man. For losing so many games in February and March, it's great to see us get 2 games in a row, man. So shout out to the Knicks. We were able to win this. On paper, we won this game by 16. We should have won it by a little bit more, but it is what it is. Reddish we do need an update for Reddish. I haven't heard anything yet.
There's still 2/10 of a second remaining. Knicks just have to inbound.
Let me see. And we need an update from Reddish, and we also need an update from Mitch Robinson. So anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Thank you guys for listening. One more thing before we get out of here. Warriors Bulls lost again tonight. Knicks are uh hey man, this is all these little things that's happening around the league right now is gonna help the Knicks get into the playoffs. So I'm gonna do my little research to watch other teams, see what they do. But right now it's too late. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning tonight, right now, guys, man. So for shout out to anybody that's gonna stay up to watch post game shows. I don't know how you guys are gonna do that. Nothing but Knicks. They're gonna be doing a post game show until 3 o'clock in the morning tonight. I don't know how they do that. But anyway, peace, guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Myth. Myth was the MVP today. A lot of posting today. Really appreciate you. Shout out to I'm Jarrell. Got Marvin here as always. And we out of here, man. See you guys tomorrow. Like I said, see you guys today. Get some sleep, guys. I'll see you guys today, and I'll probably try to squeeze in some more podcasts today. So thank you for your support. Continue to support Dynix Podcast, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Wait, hold up.
Peace, guys. See you later.
Goodbye.